Yeah, go ahead. One by one, so that the
Yeah. So yes, so our first deployment scenario is this one. That means ecom deployment in bare metal with EC2. So for that, first I need a Amazon AWS cloud account. This is my account. So here I'll deploy everything. So first, as I said, we need a EC2 server. So let's click on EC2. So now here for launching and server, we need to go to the left panel of the instances. Here you can see in the left side there is a name called instances. I'll click on that, and then I'll click on launch instance button to launch an instance. Whenever I'm mentioning about instance, this means a server. So here I'll type my server name. So let's name it as ecom server. So then there is some configuration for our server. So the first thing in that is application and OS images. So which operating system I want to build my server as operating system, we have to choose one. So there are different types of options like Amazon Linux, Mac OS, Ubuntu, Windows, Red Hat. So I'm going to choose Ubuntu from here. And for my application, there is a thing called instance type. So what is instance type? Mainly by choosing instance type, we can like choose how much CPU, CPU RAM we need for this server. We can select through this instance type. Suppose if you can see that here is T2 micro. So in T2 micro, there is one CPU and 1 GB memory. So I am thinking like it is not sufficient for me. That's why I'm going to choose T2 medium. So here I'll get 2 CPU and 4 GB of memory. So let's choose this one. And here I need to create a key pair. So what is key pair? So key pair is basically for entering, we need a encryption key for entering the server. Otherwise, anyone can enter this server and it will be like dangerous for us because we need to deploy our application in this server. So if we don't use any key pair, it will be risky. So we need to create a key pair. So we have to give it a name first. So let's name it as ecom. And key pair type is RSA. And the private key file format, that means which type of format. Format means like we can see some of our files are doc, some is PDF. So there is a key format, like one is .pem and one is .ppk. So we'll be using .pem because it is for SSH. So let's click create key pair. It will be automatically downloaded in my download folder. Now we have some network settings. From here, we need to click on edit. And here I will allow, you can see there is a inbound security group rules. Here I'll allow all traffic from anywhere. That means any traffic will be able to enter my server. And for configuration storage, here is 8 GB, but I need 30 GB. So I'm writing it 30 GB. And that's all configuration will be needed. So now we can click on launch instance button and it will create our server.
So basically it's like the regular computer when we buy from Amazon, right? Or the Dell, we just choose a computer type. It's called the instance type. So as she mentioned, the CPU, number of CPUs, number of RAM, storage, they're different than the regular computer, and they're all coming from somewhere else. It's called the virtualization. We'll cover a little bit today, but this is basically you're creating a computer on the cloud, and in AWS, the cloud platform, they call EC2, means the Elastic Compute Cloud. Basically, it's nothing but a virtual computer. Virtual means something you cannot touch, means it is somewhere else. you are just using it. Means you are just preparing your the computer resources. Now you can actually deploy or the host your e-commerce application. Everything will start now. You have just learned, everybody learned or everybody know what she has done. Okay, how to just create on their interface, how to create a EC2. But from these steps, things will be different.